Well, welcome. Must be really busy at the store, what with your ladies' literati coming up next weekend, and Father's Day.
Father's Day as well. So just to mention the ladies' literati first, that's this Sunday, the 25th, 1 o'clock till 5:30 at the Ray Freeman Theatre at Epsom Girls. We've actually got some tickets left. We are normally completely booked up at this time, a few days out from the afternoon. What we're saying is there's one afternoon, 12 marvellous authors and hundreds of cakes.
Yes.
There will actually be door sales this time because we're not completely full. So people can either ring the Women's Bookshop or can turn up at the Ray Freeman Theatre at Epsom Girls before 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Sounds crummy. Now, what about the dads?
Well, the dads. Now, things for Father's Day. There's such a range of stuff available. I thought I'd bring a cookbook, a novel, an aeroplane book, and some children's books.
Right.
So, River Cottage every day. Hugh Fernley Withingstall.
Yes,
and
lots of people love. Yes.
He's wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is the River Cottage every day, which has just come out in paperback. It was out previously in hardback. Marvellous recipes. He's basically using seasonal produce, and he wants to do ethical cooking. So good for any father who's interested in food and cooking.
Yeah.
Marvellous novel, the new Khaled Hosseini, who people will know from The Kite Runner, and the new one, And the Mountains Echoed, also set in Afghanistan.
I've read such good things about it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Wonderful reviews, and a very suitable novel for dads for Father's Day. And this marvellous little production from Craig Potton Publishing, Precious Metal, Classic Fighters in New Zealand.
What a fabulous title that is.
Isn't it? Precious Metal.
Yes.
And the photography, being Craig Potton Publishing, of course, the photography is marvellous. There's some incredible aerial shots, and I just marked one here with this incredible red nose. Look at this. Look at the shots of this plane flying high up over the water, and then a close-up of it. So for any dad interested in
men are in love with Spitfires and Mustangs and Harvards and all that lot.
They're all in here.
Yes, right.
Wonderful wee book.
Yeah.
And then for children to give to dad, or a family to give to dad, the marvellous Quentin Blake, Daddy Lost His Head. And Daddy literally goes around, as you can see here, with no head on. There's his body and his shirt and tie, and there is no head above it, which has great advantages because, of course, he doesn't snore at night.
Yes.
And he can still hear and still obey instructions and so on.
A lovely book for sharing in the family.
Kids take great advantage of Daddy not having head. They do make him a paper mache head so that he doesn't look quite so bad. And he eventually finds it at the office, of course, where he had to do something super important and had to leave his head behind. And last but not least, this is not new, but the wonderful Anthony Brown, My Dad, which is just gorgeous. All the wonderful things about Dad. He's as strong as a gorilla and as happy as a hippopotamus. He's all right, my dad. Yeah. And Dad wears this wonderful checked dressing gown all the way through. So when he can swim like a fish, the fish is the checked dressing gown material is the fish, and so on. Very, very clever. He
It's a lovely idea for Dad's Day, because so often it's hard to buy presents for fathers. So excellent idea.
And it's about really the bond between a father and his children. So lovely, lovely book for children to give to dads.
Thank you so much, Carole Beu.
It's a pleasure.